I am Karen Yambay de Armijos from Escuela Superior Politécnica del Litoral, ESPOL, and I'd like to share with you a study that I conducted and presented in an international conference. The name of the study is Pechacucha, Bolstering EFL Skills in Undergraduate Students, and it is an action research study. The outline of this presentation will cover first the background, then key concepts, after that methodology, next results, and finally conclusions. A little bit about the background. Article 124 of the Organic Law of Higher Education, LOES, mentions that undergraduate students have the right to know a foreign language. Also, Article 41 of the academic regime from the Ecuadorian Higher Education Council mentions that it is mandatory the proficiency of a foreign language for undergraduate students. When this study was carried out, the level mentioned was B2, which is upper intermediate. These days, the level has changed to B1. According to research, to reach the B2 level, it is necessary to expose the students to face-to-face sessions of around 500 to 600 hours. In the university where this study took place, there are institutional learning outcomes, and number 3 addresses the ability to communicate in English, with an emphasis in speaking and writing. Some key concepts that are the basis of this study are the integrated skills approach, which mentions that the 4 skills must be integrated in content-based instruction and task-based instruction. Also, communicative language teaching, which addresses language functions such as inviting, agreeing, and describing, language exponents, such as expressions to perform functions, exposure or preparation with the language necessary for communication, and communicative activities. In this study, one important tool was information and communication technologies. ICT literacy helps students to comply with technology-based tasks. For example, the use of PowerPoint software for rehearsal of the 4 language skills. Another basic concepts that we used in this study are the 4 strengths, which mention the importance of gaining knowledge from reading and listening material, achieving knowledge from writing and speaking experiences, focusing on language and vocabulary features, and applying knowledge of reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Pechacucha, which means chit-chat in Japanese, is a small talk. It was created by Mark Ditham and Astrid Klein, and this happened in a Japanese architecture convention. These 2 architects wanted to reduce the time of the presentations of all the attendees of a conference, and they wanted them to present basic concepts in a small period of time. And this specific tool is an EFL tool to practice the basic language skills. The basic features of Pechacucha are: number 1 is an oral presentation format, number 2 is a PowerPoint presentation of 20 slides. The duration of each slide is 20 seconds, which means the complete presentation takes place in 6 minutes 40 seconds, and basically uses images instead of text. The methodology of this study, the action research, follows the following cycle. I identify the problem, then gather the information, I analyze the information, then plan the intervention, act, observe what happened, and then reflect. This is an ongoing cycle. The setting is a public university. There were 45 students as participants, and the level of the students was A2 to B1. The problem, a weakness in English as a foreign language, productive skills. The task, the students had to prepare the script and slides for a Pecha Kucha presentation on a topic related to their major in the university. And this was the oral exam. The resources used were information sheets, guided learning sessions on how to make an oral presentation, videos, template for preparing the script, template for Pecha Kucha PowerPoint, and the rubric. This is a sample of all the material that was uploaded for the students to brief them on how to prepare their Pecha Kucha oral presentation. These were the activities posted on the online platform of the university. Data collection. Scripts uploaded on the online platform, observations, scores of the Pecha Kucha presentation, surveys, interviews, and authorized videos of Pecha Kucha presentations, which means the students sign or a participant consent where they agreed to be recorded in videos. This is as an example of the script that the students had to prepare, and as you can see, we have here the topic, and then they could upload here the image, and here is what they were supposed to say for each image. Findings. These are the scores the student got in the Pecha Kucha oral presentation. As you can see, they were varied. These are the 45 students and the scores. Here we have another chart where we are showing the scores from 1 to 10 and the percentage of students versus the score. As you can see, from 6 to 10, we have an interesting number of students that got these grades. Approximately 82%. The mistakes that students made during the presentations were several. One of them, the one that was basically repeated, were the text in the slides. Also, they had long pauses, and some of them failed to keep eye contact. And these were other mistakes. Vocabulary, tone of voice, Spanish content, pronunciation, which impede comprehension. Now, in the survey, the students responded to some questions. Did you know about Pecha Kucha before taking your course? The majority of students responded no. Do you think that Pecha Kucha is better than a traditional PowerPoint presentation? The majority responded yes. Some reactions to some questions. Pecha Kucha is better than the traditional PowerPoint oral presentation because they mentioned it is faster and focused, it is more effective, it is not necessary to prepare too many slides to make the presentation. The presentation only lasts 6 minutes. The speaker needs to put specific information. The presentation is quick and easy. It is more exciting. What challenges did you face with Pechacucha? Most of them responded that the challenge was to control the time. Then, the challenge of speaking in public, preparing the script, the slides, and then the images. How many times did you practice for the Pechacucha? As you can see, the majority of the students range from 5 to 10 times to more than 15 times. Oh no, sorry. From 1 to 5 times to 15 times, the majority, as you can see. What skills did you practice with Pechacucha oral presentation? Most of the students responded that they practiced speaking, but they also responded that they practiced other skills: listening, writing, and reading. What did you learn from the Pechacucha task? Students mentioned, I can do it. The time is important in a presentation. To expose in public. I do not like images. It's difficult. We can do an oral presentation in an organized way. What did you learn from Pechacucha task? It was a difficult experience, but I'm sure that I can do better presentation in the future. I learned to summarize, to communicate very fast, speaking. How did you feel with the Pechacucha task? I felt confused because I do not know the concept of Pechacucha, so I had to research, watch videos. Then I understand the idea and it was easy to prepare my topic, aquaculture, which is my career, and it was easy because I know the topic. How did you feel with Pechacucha task? I practiced 10 times. It was not a good presentation because I was nervous and I forget some words. I did not know about Pechacucha. I learned about it in my English course. My topic was anencephaly. I felt good because I learned a lot. I could pronounce fast for the time limit, so I gained ability to present because I usually have problems in my presentations. It helped me to be more secure with English too. Speaking 6 minutes was a real challenge for me, and I could do it because I prepared the script and I selected images that would help me remember. Conclusions. The students who were the participants in these studies practiced the 4 basic language skills. They used high critical thinking skills to select most of the images that would illustrate the topic they wanted to present. They also prepared the script. They learned about the new format of an oral presentation. They revealed that they had to practice many times. 82% of the students got a score from 6 to 10 points. They felt nervous. They had difficulties in matching their speech with the slide's timing. Some limitations of this study is that we cannot generalize the results because they refer to a particular context with its unique characteristics. This qualitative action research provides key information for reflection and decision-making in the teaching-learning process. I have a video which I like to show if possible, and this is my address in case you need to contact me.
Engineering studies the process of transforming matter into consumer goods in society. So, what chemical engineering consists? It consists in 2 major blocks. The one is based on basic science, as mathematics, physics, organic chemistry, and the second block is based on engineering practice, such as building operations and industrial power design. So, talking about organic chemistry, organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry that studies the properties, use, behavior, and structure of carbon-based compounds. Those carbon-based